Hey there, movie aficionados, welcome to Screen Rant. I'm Greg Elliott, your host with the most video posts, and as the summer of 2019 comes to an end, we thought it'd be a good time to take a look back at the best and worst of this summer's cinema. So from yesterday to Avengers Endgame and Dark Phoenix to Late Night, here are the winners and losers of the 2019 summer box office. So this summer gave us a new highest grossing film of all time and also quite a few other films that made over $1 billion worldwide. And honestly, it seems that unless you're the Walt Disney Company, things aren't really looking that great for you right now. So winner chicken dinner clearly goes to, you guessed it, Avengers Endgame. So yeah, Avengers actually did come out in April, but for some reason, some experts these days now technically kick off the summer season in April, and it's undeniable that Endgame dominated the whole summer. I mean, the numbers simply don't lie. $2.8 billion worldwide gross, second highest all-time domestic gross, highest opening day gross, fastest to gross from $100 million all the way to $500 million. And oh yeah, did I mention it overtook Avatar as the highest grossing movie of all time? It's a monumental achievement that surpassed even the highest expectations and has set the bar for years to come. But we can't talk about the biggest winner without the biggest loser, can we? Nope, and it hurts me to say because I'm a huge X-Men fan, but X-Men Dark Phoenix was a catastrophe in almost every way. Partially a victim of the Disney-Fox deal, but more so due to audience apathy, the movie only made $66 million in the US and looks to have an overall operating loss of $170 million. That's just bad all around, no matter how you look at it. One genre though that did do well this summer was music-related movies. Yesterday, the movie about a man who wakes up one day to discover he's the only person who remembers the Beatles managed to make $125 million off only a $26 million budget. And Rocket Man, the Elton John biopic, brought in $187 million off a $40 million budget. One group that didn't do well though were the smaller indie and more adult-focused movies. It's a shame, but critically popular films like Booksmart, Long Shot, The Kitchen, and Late Night just didn't do it for audiences even though they had wide releases and solid marketing campaigns. You know, there's always a chance that they'll find some success with their home release, but their disappointing grosses don't bode well for the future of indie cinema. Another big winner was of course a Marvel film, SpiderMan Far From Home. A lot of people were unsure about Spidey in a post-Endgame universe, but Sony had nothing to fear and it became a $1 billion hit and is currently the fourth highest grossing movie of 2019 so far, which probably made it hurt a little less for Sony when their hopeful franchise reboot Men in Black International definitely underperformed. While the film did make more than double its $110 million budget, only 79 of that came from the US and it only made a measly $30 million on its opening weekend. Warner Brothers' Godzilla King of the Monsters also didn't meet expectations, making money but definitely not as much as they'd hoped, and I bet some studio exec somewhere is very worried about 2020's Godzilla vs. Kong. So the clear winner of the summer is Disney, and thanks to their acquisition of Fox, they now control at least 40% of the worldwide box office from this season. Clearly Endgame was the prize pony, but the Lion King remake has made $1.3 billion and is now Disney's highest grossing non-Marvel or Star Wars movie ever, and Aladdin and Toy Story 4 both made $1 billion too. So far, of the top 10 highest grossing movies of the year, 5 of them are Disney, and the 6th one, Far From Home, is Sony, but now kinda Disney, and the year's not over yet, so don't be surprised if they end up with 6 or 7 in the top 10. By the way, I do have to give a shout out to Jordan Peele's Us and Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which are so far the only 2 original films to make $100 million domestically this year. Props to making something that's not a sequel, remake, or spin-off, guys. We've still got some great films to look forward to before the end of the year, so make sure to keep up with Screen Rant for all your entertainment news. I'm Greg Elliott, and I'll see you next time. Adios.